How's it going, everybody? Rybrad here today, and we are back with our Vancouver Canucks franchise mode. And thank you guys so much for all your comments on the last video. As you guys remember, I went through the trade block, and there were some pretty good players out there that were really unhappy with their current situation, and I think we're going to go ahead and get two of them. I mentioned there were four of them, maybe, that we might be able to go ahead and go get, or, you know, potential options. We can't get all four, I don't think. But there are two out there that seem to be an overwhelming amount of yes pleases in the comment section. The first one, I think I'm going to go with the big one first. Nikolai Ehlers of the Winnipeg Jets is absolutely furious. He's probably demanded to trade in his current situation. I mean, 25, I know, guys, that cap hit is a lot, but you'll see what I got cooked up here. I mean, those are his stats after being angry. I mean, Jesus, this guy's probably going to be so good. And if I am to contend with the Calgary Flames for the top of the division, I need that bona fide right winger to play alongside of both Artemi Panarin and Bo Horvat, and I think Nikolai Ehlers will be that guy. Now, I wonder why he is so pissed. He's got 15 points in 39 games, so he's not doing quite... He's only playing 12 minutes per game? That's why... I mean, hell yeah, that's why he's upset. They've decreased his minutes per game by about 2 minutes each season since 2019-2020. I mean, he's been getting less and less ice time since his ascension to be a top player, so... Yeah, I'd be pissed too if I finally got good enough to be a first-line player, and then they just started playing me for 12 minutes a game. I don't know why the hell would you play him for a 12 minutes game. And we are going to give back Reginald Connolly. Now, I know he's medium elite, guys, but I just worry about this guy already being 22 and only 63. I don't think he's going to get much better. I mean, Rogalski, I still have hope for Rogalski to grow a little bit. I'm giving him some decent ice time down there in the AHL, but Rogalski's still got a chance. Well, Reginald Connolly, 22 at 63. I know he's got that medium elite potential, so he's still got the chance to become something, but I don't think he will become something. Obviously, the Jets do. So if we throw him on there, guys, yeah, obviously we would be over the league maximum salary cap. So we are also going to throw in a player who we all know, has not really performed to the level of his contract. Now, there's two players here that you guys might be thinking already. One of them is above Hutton, one of them is below Hutton. The guy that he just hasn't performed, I know Goldobin is younger and he's still got the chance to grow, but I think he's plateauing, and I want to get the most value out of him that I can. And besides, we've seen Kane. We know what Kane can do. We know he's a big-time point getter. Whereas Nikolai Goldobin, not really as good as Evander Kane at getting those points or goals. And we got two players of the same stature there. Two snipers, Kane and Goldobin, both on the second line. I know Kane is older, guys. But I just think Goldobin's not the player that I want to keep around. Plus, he's got 2 years left on $5 million, so that one will hurt. Winnipeg's going to have too many players in the organization, so I was looking through as far as players they want to give away, and I noticed that Nikita Soshnikov here, prime player for us to go ahead and get for depth. Him and Gauntz are perfect depth players, guys that, you know, can come in if an injury happens, and he's already pretty good as far as a two-way forward is concerned for that fourth line, maybe even a third line role. But we'll go ahead, throw those two guys in there. And I know the salary cap guys, you're like, Jesus, Rybrad, why is the cap hit so... Why are you willing to take on this cap hit? Well, we're going to try something here. I'm going to see if I can get Winnipeg to retain Ehlers' salary. As you can see, Winnipeg has like $18 million in cap space available. So we're going to see if we can get them to retain $3.68 million. Plus, I think this trade is way in our favor. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in their second, which they want to give away. And I still think the trade value is in their favor. So we're going to be getting for Reginald Connolly and Nikolai Goldobin, Ehlers with half salary retained for 3 more years, Nikita Soshnikov, a perfect $0.9 million depth player, and a second-round pick. Now, the second-round pick, I might have to interchange the picks, but I don't know what's going to go through yet. I'm going to go ahead and try this one, and the trade is rejected, but we are not so keen in keeping the amount of salary you want us to keep. Maybe if I make it, just get a third-round pick out of the deal. Maybe I make the trade value so much in their favor. Rejected. It's not willing to retain the salaries that I've suggested. Okay, that's fine. They don't want to keep that $3 million on the books. So let's go ahead and adjust this a little bit, see if we can get this down to maybe 40%, see if they'll retain that. 2.992, you know, that makes him more of a $4 million player, more around Goldobin's cap hit. Trade rejected. Some changes were made. They're still not interested in the deal. Let's go down to 35%. I'm going to keep playing with the retained salary here. See if we can get them to finally accept the trade. I may just have to take the pick off eventually to 2.23, 30%. Yep, trade rejected. All right, so let's go ahead and get down to 25% here. 1.805, and they still don't want to, so they don't want to retain any salary on Nick. I mean, why would you? I wouldn't want to retain salary if I were them either. So if I can get them to retain just a little bit of salary, that'll help us a lot. And nope, so let me go ahead, take the second off, put the salary cap back up to about, I would say 40% is what I think this should go through at. 40%, 2.95, there we go. So that gets him again down to around that 4 million. Trade rejected. Jesus, they do not want to retain that salary. So let me see if I can throw them something their way that'll just, an offer that they can't refuse, that they will just accept that. You know what? Ooh, medium stuff. He's got good potential though. DiPietro's down there in the minors, 22. We got a fringe starter goalie here. I'm going to throw in Tripp as well, because, you know, we're going to have basically Thatcher Demko for the entirety of this rebuild. So I think that might be able to go through 45% now. Can we get that to go through? No, we can't. I might have to I'm going to keep trying this, guys. Damn, I really want them to retain some of his salary. Trade rejected. Good God. I guess they just don't want to retain almost any of his salary. Can we get that down to about 25% with Tripp in there? Trade rejected. All right, I might have to go with straight up no salary retained. I mean, I guess 1 million of salary retained wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let me see if I can throw in if I get a pick out of it, I'm almost okay eating that cap hit. Let's see here. And trade rejected. All right, so if I just put this down to, what, about 10%? Will you retain, like, 0.7 of his contract, getting him down into the $6 million range? Trade, oh my God, Jesus. They hate retaining his salary cap right now. So, let's see if we can get Connolly, Goldobin for Ehlers, Soshnikov, and a second straight up, guys. Let's see, will this go through? Trade accepted. There we go, guys. We're bringing in Nikolai Ehlers. Now, we have to take up the entire cap hit, but I'm okay with that. I think that having a player like Nikolai Ehlers is definitely okay. And look, he's already an 86 first line winger there. All right, now we got 20 players out of 20 in the. Oh God, I still want to make trades. I want to make more trades, so I'll just hit best lines here. There we go. Okay, DeLeon here. We'll put him on the wing. Wait. Oh God, I hate when they scratch. Jesus, I hate when they scratch. Elias Pettersson. That's okay, guys. I still got another trade to make, but that first line, we finally got ourselves a top-line playmaker. Being traded is a big change, but I'll make you proud of your choice. And there we go. So his morale improved. There we go. If we can get him happy again, he might even be 87, 88 overall like Horvat. And he's listed as a first-line forward. Now, that's the kind of playmaker I was hoping for. 91 passing, 88 offensive awareness, 91 poise defensively. He's no slouch either. He's that top-line winger that we were looking for. And that makes our second line look even more dominant. But I'm not done yet. Just checking out things here defensively. Roland McEwen, 3 years at $2.5 million. Yeah. You've been fine for us. I mean, he hasn't done anything, but there's that guy out there. We'll hit best lines down there in the minors. I'll cut that out of the video when I go ahead and edit the minor league roster. But another guy that is pissed off with his current situation is Mark Pysyk, and I know that's another big cap hit. I get it, guys. But we're going to be throwing Arturi Lehkonen back the other way. Why is Arturi Lehkonen? What does he want to talk about? Okay. Demanding and no impact. Good. I just don't want to piss him off before we trade him away. We can go through with this trade, but I'm going to have to do just a little bit more. I'm going to throw in a goalie now. This one, not going to be Tripp, because I'm kind of glad I held on to Tripp. That could have been really bad. I think I'm going to go with Marsh here, and I think this one just might be able to go through. We'll have to send some players down because of the cap. If they, let's see, are they willing to retain just enough to get us at a positive cap hit? I doubt it because, whoa, $114 available. Good God. All right, 0.925 retained. Will that happen? I know we're trading with the top dog in the division. We're giving them Arturi Lehkonen, but we're taking a defender off their hands that is just absolutely frustrated right now with his current situation. Yeah, they don't want to retain any salary. That's fine. I know teams don't like to retain salary, so... Alright, I think this trade is still in our favor a little bit, so... Ooh, wow, that's right, they got the Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, and they got a whole bunch of Sabres on the team right now, so let's go ahead. Let's see if I can get the third out of this, too. Lehkonen, Marsh, and Pysyk for a third. It would work. We'd have to send Soshnikov and Godla down, and I'm not upset with that at all. It does put us pretty close against the cap here. Let's see, if I put it at 0.25 retained... Wow, seriously, they 0.025. They won't even retain any salary on him. That's pretty interesting. All right, so there we go, guys. We're gonna get Lehkonen off the team because he's been a little bit underperforming. So you know what? We could actually throw in Roland McEwen if they want him. Maybe because we don't really need him as a depth. I guess as a depth defenseman, it wouldn't be bad to have him though. Because look, we would have D'Angelo Olio-Olevi, we'd have Shattenkirk and Pysyk probably, Hutton, Goodbranson, McEwen. McEwen is basically the same as Jordan Subban. We'll throw, Calgary would have more than 45 skaters in the organization. Can we find, who do they want to give up? Okay, so let's see, Tavares here, or Tavares, excuse me, Tavares. The least amount of trade value, yeah, Tavares here. I mean, he's low top 9, he's 61 at 19. He's 3 years left on his ELC. I'd still be willing to do this deal because that puts us then way better as far as cap issues are concerned. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. Roland McEwen basically for Pysyk, and then Lehkonen for a third, and Marsh for that low top 9 forward. Will it go through? Trade rejected. Oh, God, okay, of course. I'm probably going to have to throw in a pick here. Or something else that they want. Skaters matching the block. They want Subban too. I guess I guess I could throw back Soshnikov their way, but I like having Soshnikov as that player to as a depth player. But a 7th round pick, throw it in there, just see if we can get them to take on McEwen's contract as well. Trade rejected. Bit off in this trade proposal, and it does okay. So we might just have to hang on to McEwen because we know this trade goes through. Salary cap might be a little bit issue. McEwen might be somebody we flip at the deadline to a team that wants him for a later round pick, maybe a 4th or something. But there we go, guys. Booyah! We have Mark Pysyk and Nikolai Ehlers. Welcome to the team. Now the cap hit. Okay, so some of the guys weren't happy that Artturi Lehkonen left, but he just wasn't performing the way I hoped he would. So let's see here. We need to send down... they said Soshnikov needed to go down, I think. Actually, I'll send down McEwen. No, I'll send down Soshnikov and goalies. There we go. And I'll send down Godla, and we should be good to go there. So, Soshnikov and Godla going down to the AHL. Yeah, Nikita Soshnikov lost morale for being sent down. I can understand that. Gaunce and McEwen, I guess they can stay up here and stay scratched. I don't want to piss McEwen off too much, though, because I don't want him to... drop too much. Alright guys, that was the first 10-15 minutes of this video. Let me go ahead and edit the lines and I will show you what we got in the NHL and the AHL in just a second. So here are the lines, guys, that we will be rolling out for the rest of the season, barring injury. Panarin, Horvat, Ehlers, Kane, Granlund, DeLeon, Besser, Pettersson, Boucher, and then Gaunce, Faksa, Virtanen. I'm actually really happy with how this second line looks in comparison to the first line, because if you remember, we had Evander Kane up there and Nikolai Goldobin here, so the second line really hasn't changed all that much. It's just that we got an even better playmaker, finally a playmaker, who's still got like 2 years to grow in Nikolai Ehlers, so we could even see him maybe touch Panarin levels of overall, and then Boucher, Pettersson, Besser. I mean, that line's been playing pretty well. A little bit of a minus, but they can put the puck in the net a little bit. Then we got Gaunce, Faksa, and Virtanen. We got the power forward, two-way forward, so a pretty good defensive line if you look at their defensive categories, although Virtanen here, not too good as far as his defense is concerned. He's 25. He's still got a chance to grow a little bit. I'd like to see him reach where Besser is, and I would definitely like to see Besser grow a little bit more, but, you know, no harm, no foul. Mark Pysyk here, currently happy with the situation. He's an 83 overall. He's that perfect other defenseman that we got. He's a top 4 defenseman here. He'll be playing, he's a defensive defenseman, so he can offset Kevin Shattenkirk's offensive ability. So, you know, his defensive category here is fantastic, whereas Kevin Shattenkirk has, Jesus, I just can't believe how good his offensive categories are. Olio-Olevi up here with D'Angelo, of course we know that. And then here's our 4th pairing is Hutton and Goodbranson, both pretty good defensively, and Hutton does bring that offensive spark to that 3rd pairing, but definitely A very, very solid decor compared to what it looked 2 years ago when we made the Stanley Cup. This decor is 10 times better than that one. On the power play here, so we have Panarin, Horvat, Ehlers. That's our first line. I'm giving them the time. We have Shattenkirk and DeAngelo, though, so we're going all-out offense on that first pairing. Then Kane, Granlund, and Besser. I'm keeping Besser there over Dahlin because I'd like to see if I give Besser some more ice time, because I don't think he's had a lot of ice time this year. He's got 7 power play points, 1 power play goal, so he's pretty decent on the power play. As you can see, we played him on the power play back in 2018-19. He had 4 points. This year he's already got 7. Only shooting 7%, but he's playing more ice time than he ever has before, so hopefully that ice time will translate into him becoming a better player for us. And then Olli Juolevi and Hutton. So our 2 defensive defensemen, Mark Pysyk and Goodbranson, no longer need to be playing on the power play, so this will be great. They weren't anyway, but now we have 2 defensive defensemen that we can use on the penalty kill. So we got Olli Juolevi and Kevin Shattenkirk. I'm going to take Kevin Shattenkirk off of that. I don't know why he was there in the first place. Anyway, now we have DeAngelo, offensive defenseman, with Goodbranson, actually, with Pysyk, because Pysyk's got that sick defensive category. And then Olli Juolevi, who's certainly amazing defensively, will play with Goodbranson there. So we're going to split up our decor just a little bit. But then we have Granlund and Pettersson as our first pairing, and then Horvat and Faksa there as our second pairing, so not bad. 3-man penalty kill, same old, same old. 4-on-4, we got Horvat, Panarin, Granlund, Ehlers, and then Dahlin and Kane. 3-on-3, we got Horvat, Panarin, DeAngelo, so that one's all-out offense. We got Granlund, Ehlers, Olli Juolevi. That's another great offensive line. Then Dahlin, Kane, Shattenkirk, another all-out offensive overtime line. So, hopefully, these offensive overtime lines will translate into more overtime wins for us. Extra attacker, I guess it's DeAngelo up there as well. We're going to go now check out the goalies. Demko and Markstrom, obviously we know that. Now in the AHL, I did try and give some of our elite prospects as much time as possible over some of the guys that may be rated higher. Now Nikita Soshnikov is going to be up there just because he's a good two-way forward, and he can partner well with Rogalski and Comtois and kind of help them out because he's the best player in the minors that we have. Then on the second line, we've got Akil Thomas, who's actually been growing really, really well for us as a medium top 6. Rodrigo Abels, who might see his way out of the system soon because he's a bottom 6 who's not quite cracked 75 at 25 years of age. Cole Lind here's grown pretty well. He's 23, 75, so he might be somebody that I look to trade at the deadline. Then we got Nicholas Helmerson with Nathan Dunkley. Now, Nathan Dunkley's 21, but he's been growing pretty well for us. He's medium top 9. Then we've got the low elite Nicholas Helmerson, who I want to give the ice time to because you got to give low elites ice time. And then Dale Vickers, a 21-year-old, 64, top 6, medium top 6. And then Yan, Roy, and Gadjevich. So these are just some guys that'll help when they're on the ice. They'll just be better than their competition. Now, I am playing Pasi Makinen here over, I forgot what his name is. He's scratched. Pascal, because Pascal is a defensive defenseman, but he's low top 6 at 21, and Makinen is medium top 6 at 20. So I'd like to see Makinen grow more than I would like to see Pascal grow. Brisebois, Subban, Dobson, and Christopher Gunnarsson, Pasi Makinen, and Giovanni Velati. So hopefully with our scouting that we do, we can find ourselves a gem defenseman because I'd like to start growing some defensemen that are going to be in the top 4, actually in the system instead of having to go out and sign them and acquire them. And then guys in goal, we have Godla and DiPietro there. So there we go. I think both teams are looking quite good. Actually, I don't know what our AHL record is. We're still within the cap, which is pretty awesome. It's going to be pretty tight, though. I don't know what we have to re-sign next year. I know Pysyk and Ehlers are both signed through for the next 3 years. And down in Utica, we've got 41 points. So, you know, we're contending, and hopefully this infusion of youth will help our team out a little bit there. So, enough of me talking, enough of me trading. God, this has felt like so long. Not for you guys, though, because I had to take a lot of time there to go ahead and set the lines. But let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the month of January, past the All-Star break. We lost locker room chemistry for morale. Ice time, Nikita Soshnikov is playing first line in ice time down in the age. Kane has gained morale because of ice time, and now our locker room chemistry went back up. Oh, you know what? I kind of want to view the draft class real quick, guys. Ooh, 7-5 win. There we go. That's the offense we need. Bad defense, but hey, man, if we can outscore our opponent every game, I will take that. I actually want to go check out the draft class because I want to see where I should be scouting so I can get to know some of these players a little bit better. Got 170 days till the draft. Start the countdown. And there's, all right, so some elite players up at the top. We got top 10s that are elite. Oh, my God. I mean, high elites don't also necessarily lead to elite, but exact elite all the way throughout this. Look at that. Exact elite. We got a exact elite third-round defenseman. I'm going to target this guy maybe even as early as the second round. So I'm going to do a little bit slower because I remember last time I missed a medium elite in the second round. Now, he could not have been medium elite. Who knows? But, yeah, so Clark here, exact elite, defensive defenseman. Not too bad. Age 17, America. Where is he from? The OHL. Yeah, let's go scout some defensemen in the OHL. That's my next stop, is the OHL anyway, but there's a lot of Canadians up here. Yep, a bunch of WHL. There's somebody from Russia, so I might want to be scouting him. He's listed as medium elite in the 7th round, so we'll scout forwards in Russia eventually. I like to make it all the way across, but maybe I should spend more time in certain areas. There's a goalie projected to go top 5 from the United States. Interesting there. But we got plenty of goaltending depth. We got 2 medium starter potentials and a medium fringe starter potential player, so I'm totally okay with our goaltending situation. Plus, we got that Demko, so there's no need there to worry about anything. So, scouting. Now, we want to go to the OHL, scout some defensemen for... Oh, we only got 1 week? No, I want to scout them for more than 1 week. Let's scout defensemen for 3 weeks. I think that should give us enough information on some of those guys there. But yeah, there's some pretty good defensemen in this draft. One in the 3rd round who I'd really like to hit on. I could even take him in the 2nd round because we know he's going to be elite. He could be low elite though, but still I'd like to take him if his stats look good enough. And we are 1 point out of 2nd place in the division and I think it was 7 points out of 1st place in the division. So hopefully we can go on a little bit of a run here. This new infusion of talent coming into the roster is going to help us here against the Arizona Coyotes. 2-1 win. There we go. There's 2 straight wins following the 2 losses. Vegas Golden Knights, a 4-3 overtime win. So setting those overtime lines actually does help. The Winnipeg Jets. And Brendan Gaunce has separated his shoulder. That is ouch. That is not good. All right, I'm going to have to call up Soshnikov. This is exactly why I traded for him, because now we got another depth forward who's pretty good. And I'll rearrange the AHL line, so I'll just do that myself, and then I'll just go back into the calendar so you guys don't have to watch me set the lines. Things are all set, guys. I just wanted to catch you up here so that in case I hit B and it started simulating, you guys knew what happened in the simulation. Against Winnipeg, we lose. Oh, the Nikolai Ehlers revenge game does not go as hot as planned, and there's another loss to the Nashville Predators, but we followed up with a 3-1 win. We cannot let these losing streaks get too long if we are to contend for the top of the division. Let's make it a 3-game winning streak against Anaheim, and we do. Utica down there is 23-16-4, so they're improving greatly with the youngins playing Roland McEwen, not Ronald. Roland McEwen is starting down there in the minors. I just scratched somebody who was a 7th defenseman potential who I wasn't too worried about him growing. I'd rather see the other guys grow anyway. Forwards. For 3 weeks down there, or in the QMJHL. Oh, wait, I was supposed to scout the OHL defensemen. We already know stuff about them. I may do another run back around. Instead of scouting some defensemen in like the DEL, I'll scout the OHL, and because there seems to be a lot of Canadian prospects this year. 5-1 win over the Ottawa Senators. Ooh, and a trade. Pascal, okay, for a 4th and a 7th, and I give up my 4th and a 5th. No thanks. I don't want to give up that. I'll do this, though. I mean, Pascal for a 4th and a 7th, because Pascal, he's scratched down in the minors anyway. He's low top 6. I'm going to go for it. Trade rejected. Yeah, no. That would probably go through. Probably. I could probably get that, but why would I bother? You know, I can just maybe trade Pascal for a 4th and see if that goes through. Trade rejected. All right, whatever. So, no big deal, and a 3-0 shutout win there, and we are now 30-15-4, which is great, because I said I wanted to do the 2-for-1, and I guess you could say 4, wow, look at Panarin jump up in points. Looks like the addition of Nikolai Ehlers was clutch, and helping out Panarin quite a bit. He's performing really, really well. Nikolai Ehlers now has 30 points. I believe he had 19 points, so he's now got 11 points in his 11 games with us. So, because I believe he had 39 games played and only 19 points. He's a +1 now, so that is great to see. Granlund's a minus. Soshnikov, oh my god, Soshnikov is a minus. Roland McEwen was a minus, but until I sent him down. Granlund, Gaunce, okay, so Gaunce, Granlund, Soshnikov, minus players, but I'm not too upset about it. As far as forwards, yep, there we go. Oh, I want to check out how's Besser doing on the power play. He still gets those 7 power play points, so like to see him do a little bit better there. Granlund's got 12, though, so Granlund's good. Panarin's got 17 with Kane. Ehlers now has 7 on the power play. Defenseman, though, we got 41 points in 49 games from D'Angelo. 34, how many power play points do these guys have? 8 and 7, so that's pretty good. And then goaltending, .915 save percentage and a .247 goal against average. I'd like to see the save percentage up around .920, and I'd like to see the goal against average underneath 2.4. Now, these stats are average, but he is listed as an elite goaltender. I know I've been pretty tough on Thatcher Demko. I've got high standards for him just because he's listed as an elite goalie, and I think he should be playing like one. Rookie skaters, nobody's a rookie, no rookie goalies. All right, guys, so that is the recap of the stats so far in the season. It's nowhere near done in the video here, but 50 points for Panarin. Now, the addition of Ehlers was a great thing for probably Horvat as well. Horvat's going to get his points up there now that we have a playmaker on that top line. And we'll simulate up to the 28th here. Go about another month, right up to the trade deadline. See if we can get Roland McEwen off the team because we don't have a lot of cap space. And I've got him 3 more years at $2.5 million. Brendan Gaunce is fully healed and available to play in the team's next game. Now, how's Soshnikov doing? Because Soshnikov could be a guy that stays up. He's got, what? Oh, that's not with us. That's not with us. Okay. I was like, wait a second. He's got so many points. Gaunce, actually, you know what? I'm going to leave Soshnikov in there and leave Gaunce scratched. I don't think this team needs Gaunce back in. A 5-0 win. That's a huge shutout win against the St. Louis Blues of the Central Division. Nicholas Helmersson's gaining morale because of ice time. Everything is going right for the Vancouver Canucks in this one, guys. Look at that. A 3-1 win over the Wings. Oh, shit. A 2-0 loss over the Coyotes. Just as I say, everything's going right. Hey, but we followed up with a 6-2 win. And then Calgary, we win in a shootout. That's clutch for us to go ahead and catch them in the division. Because they were atop there. Taken away, what's-his-face, Pissick from them. And then, you know what? What did I want to scout? I already scouted OHL. We'll scout forwards for 3 weeks in America. Now we're going up against the Toronto Maple Leafs, who are sub 500. We win a close one there in a shootout. There we go. Horvat is loving life right now. Loves the ice time. Super happy player. 6-0 shutout win. Here come the wins, boys. Huge February for the Vancouver Canucks. A 1-0 win there against St. Louis. A 3-2 win there against Montreal. 5-4 loss. I was kind of hoping it would keep going right up until the trade deadline versus St. Louis, though. Let's not turn it into a streak here, boys. Ben Hutton has a mild concussion. Not going to return until March 2nd. That's about a week from now, though, so I'm not too upset. Gunnarsson, what the hell, Gunnarsson? Gunnarsson is a little bitch. I can tell you guys that. I am really not happy with Gunnarsson. What the hell am I doing? Come on. Defenseman, there we go. Gunnarsson, so upset because recent individual performance and of ice time. I mean, dude, you're playing just fine. You're playing the role that I need you to play. Oh, he might be somebody I just let walk now that we have Pissick and everything in the offseason. He's on an expiring contract. I don't want to trade him away, though, because he's going to be a pretty decent player for a playoff push. Now I got to call up Roland McEwen, and that makes me not want to trade away. Actually, you know what? Subban is basically the same player as Roland McEwen. We'll see if we can get Roland McEwen happy, get him up to a result in us being over the salary cap in the NHL. We got to send somebody down. We'll send down Gaunce. There we go. And that's perfect. We can actually make moves, edit the lines. Everyone's upset because Roland McEwen left the team. How are the AHL squad doing? I couldn't see that. I tried to glance through the hidden thing over there. Anyway, Roland McEwen, go ahead and substitute in all lines for Hutton. Yeah, well, oh, no, not on the power play. I don't want him playing on the power play. Oleolevi, Roland McEwen. You know what? We'll play good Branson just because he is a little bitch about his ice time and he's a bitch about everything. He is locker room cancer, guys. Absolute locker room cancer. And now we need to fix our defense. Unfilled. We'll fill that with Gunnarsson. Why not? Substitute in all lines. And then over on the team here, we'll substitute, I guess, Stukel or Gadjevich. Stukel's been playing well. Jan's the leading point getter. Can he take faceoffs? He cannot. Roy can't. Jesus, Roy can take faceoffs. He's medium top 9. I'm going to go ahead and put, what's his face? Brendan Gaunce in here. There we go. Brendan Gaunce, go ahead, substitute there. And yeah, I'm okay with Brendan Gaunce playing on the third line with Dunkley and Vickers. He'll help them out quite a bit. Helmerson playing on that first line with Rogalski and Comtois. There we go, boys. All set. So now they want Pascal. We'd flip fourths and we'd get a fifth out of it. It gives us another shot. I mean, Pascal, we could probably find a top 6 defenseman there in the 5th or 4th round. I mean, we're swapping fourths and a 5th. You know what? Hold on. Let me edit the trade. Can I just, can I hang on to my 4th and not take your 4th and just get a 5th for Pascal? Trade accepted. There we go. So I'm okay with that. We traded away Pascal, who wasn't playing for us. Anyway, a 4-1 loss there. Yeah, Goodbranson's not really helping the team out with his bitching. Trade deadline's almost upon us, and a 6-1 win there. I think I'm going to go ahead and look for a trade for Roland McEwen, though, just because that kind of contract is not one I want to keep around when he is no... Oh, God, look at Artemi Panarin absolutely flying now. Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes me feel good about the Ehlers trade, too. But Roland McEwen, 3 years at $2.5 million for the same thing that, oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. We got Lorentz in the CHL. I keep forgetting we have a low elite defenseman in the CHL who's already a 61. I did sign him to an ELC. I forgot he was not a Subban there. Not in the AHL. Oh my God, not AHL available. And the Ducks, we don't want to trade him within. All right, we'll trade him to the Boston Bruins here. They want him. Lacking in here, low top. You know, nah. I'm just gonna go ahead and get another draft pick. Maybe get a 4th out of Roland McEwen, and Boston would have more than 45 skaters in the organization. All right, so who else? Not Calgary, Carolina, Chicago. Wow, Chicago's got a ton of cap space. They're a hopeful. The Avs here, you know, we'll trade him to the Avs. He'll probably get some decent playing time. We'll take a 4th from the Avs there, a 4th for Roland McEwen. Trade rejected. All right, if we do, how about a 5th instead? I'm assuming a 5th will work. Trade rejected. All right. Consult your trade block. Are you kidding me? I am consulting your trade block of what you want to give up and what you want to get. Can I just get rid of him for a 7th round pick? Is that an option? Or is that not going to go through? Trade rejected. I'm not even in the right ballpark, let alone the right city. All right. How about a 5th next year, Colorado? Would you take him for that? Oh, my God. No semblance to our trade block. You know what? Screw that. I'm going to go to the... Columbus Blue Jackets here. Let's see if we can get a 4th. They would have more than... damn it. All right, the Detroit Red Wings here. They probably are going to have too many skaters in the organization. Skaters matching the block. All right, give me this 20-year-old at 68, low top 9. Why not? Let's see if that'll go through. And trade rejected. Holy shit, nobody wants... It's not even the contract. They just say that I'm not even close to the same amount of trade value that they're willing to give up. Oh my God, Schmidt. I could maybe do Schmidt for McEwen, and then Schmidt could play. He's got 1 year left. Why not? Trade rejected. Oh my God, not even in the right ballpark. This is starting to make me angry here, guys. We'll flip our 7th. Why not? 7th and McEwen for Schmidt. Oh my God. All right, so nobody wants McEwen, not even in the right freaking ballpark, even though the trade values are relatively similar. I don't want to give up my 4th. I guess I'd get Schmidt. 4th in McEwen for Schmidt. That's a 4th round pick I'm giving up. Can I get a 6th back? Because I think this might go through. Trade rejected. And how about a 7th? I'll just get a 7th for McEwen and a 4th. Oh my God. Jesus. All right. So McEwen is the untradeable person. You cannot get rid of McEwen. 7th. How's that? They would have more than 45 skaters in the organization. This is very frustrating to go ahead. The LA Kings, why not? 7th round pick. Please, just take them off my hands. How about a 7th round pick next year? Does that change the trade value at all? They've got a 7th, their 7th next year. Why not? Trade rejected. How about in 3 years from now? Or not 3 years from now, 2 years from now. I want this contract. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just want this contract off the books, guys. And there we go. Round 7 in 2024. Trade rejected. It's exactly they want. I don't get this, guys. I might have to flip him with something or for someone. I mean, he's got absolutely no trade value. They've skaters matching the block. Adam Ernie here. He's just a depth player as well. Emile Poirier, Brown. You know, we'll just take Adam Ernie. Will it go through? And of course not. So, looks like we're stuck with Roland McEwen up until the draft. I'll see if I can trade him at the draft because he'll have 2 years left at the draft. Oh, and now a big game against the Calgary Flames. Jesus, they are still amazing. Even taking Pissick away from them, actually, it might have helped because now they don't have locker room cancer. But we did get ourselves a good player out of that. But I cannot get rid of Roland McEwen for anything, it seems like. And I don't want to trade him in a 4th just to get him... Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can trade him in a 4th from next year for just like a 7th this year. Just some kind of cap dump on a not edit lines, on a rebuilding team. Struggling right now, guys. Oh, I apologize for that. This is interesting here. This is... I want to know why teams want him, but don't want him. It says that he matches their trade block. Rebuilder, I already traded with them. Rebuilder, the Vegas Golden Knights. Why not? Give him to the Vegas Golden Knights. They want to trade away Theodore here. That'd be a great acquisition, but I still just don't have the capital anymore. Vegas Golden Knights, their 7th will be better. And I'll throw in my 4th, and I will throw in probably Roland McEwen because they probably want him. Scroll all the way down. Yep, they do want him. I didn't even click on him. All right, so there we go. Roland McEwen. Oh my God, D'Angelo's got a ton of trade value. And of course, they would have too many players in their organization. They don't want him. They want him. They want him. They don't want him. They want him, and not the 4th. They're contender. You know what? Screw it. We'll go ahead and do that. Hopefully, they won't have too many players in the organization. A 7th. There we go. New Jersey would have too many players in the organization. Hopeful Nashville. Hopeful the Montreal Canadiens. Why not? There we go. We'll offer this. Will it go through? It will go through. Can I instead give up my 5th and McEwen? Or how about just McEwen? It seems this might go through, actually. I'm not sure. And no. So that's not going to go through. McEwen and a 6th, maybe? McEwen and a 6th for their 7th? Because I don't necessarily want to give up the 4th. No. All right. How about a... will they take a 4th next year for him as well? Because I still got time to get a 4th next year. I got plenty of players I could trade for that. Yeah, that's going to go through. How about the 5th next year? Because a 5th round pick is easier, and I got 2 of them this year, so I can go ahead and flip one next year. Next year's 5th and McEwen, and no, so they're not going to take anything lower than a 4th. So I'll go ahead and just flip them next year's 4th and McEwen for their 7th, and that's good to go with me. I'm okay with that. And Roland McEwen's salary is no longer on the books, so that helps us out quite a bit in terms of players that can be signed and re-signed. So let's go ahead and edit the lines there. Now, that does weaken the AHL defensive core just a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. I think those guys will still be playing quite well. And yeah, Jordan Subban, substitute in all lines, not too worried about it. Defensively here, Brisebois there, Velati, move him up. And then here in the AHL, we don't have enough defensemen, so I'll go ahead and put Stukel there. Why not? Substitute in all lines. Stukel can play defense for us. He's actually, yeah, no. Back to edit lines. Oh, Jesus, guys. Oh, God. It's extra freaking attacker. Are you kidding me? You're going to make me set the extra attacker? Yan, why not? Substitute Yan in there because Gauntz is already playing. And shootout. Wait, what? He was in the shootout? Why was he in the shootout? All right, Yan, substitute. There we go. So, perfect. Everything is all set. We got an offenseman playing defense down there in the minors. Maybe should not have traded away Pascal if I was going to do this, but I don't expect Subban to be up here for too long because not Goodbranson. Hutton should be back soon. We got a couple important games against the Calgary Flames here. We'll simulate a few weeks. Against the Flames, we lose in overtime, but they only pick up a point on us. Guys, let me just edit this out. This is going to take a while. I'm sorry. All right, so the lines are all set. I'm sorry if you guys missed out on that Avalanche game. And Pasi Makinen is fully healed and available to play in the team's next game. So he's going to sub in probably for Gadjevich, I believe. Pasi Makinen was a defender, wasn't he? I think he might have been. It doesn't even say he's scratched. Where is Oh my God. I was going to say he's playing, isn't he? All right, whatever. Oh my God. 3-1. It's now scouting assignment. So many pop-ups in this video. Oh my God. Just leave me alone and go play hockey. Okay, a 5-4 overtime loss. We need Goodbranson to start playing to the level we know he can. against Chicago. Come on. Now, Goodbranson has been injured with a mild concussion, which means Subban will just go in for him in every position. Because I don't think I sent Subban down. Good thing I didn't, because now I just hit substitute in all lines, and we're good to go. So Subban there, a 3-2 shootout win against the Chicago Blackhawks. That's good for us. We're still chasing the Calgary Flames. I don't know if we're going to catch them, though. I'll go ahead and simulate here before this Edmonton game, and we'll see how we go into the playoffs. God damn it, guys. Come on, two straight losses. This team is not playing as well as I know they can. A shootout loss. Okay, a 3-1 win. Can we beat Buffalo? A 5-4 win. Beat Arizona. Come on. Arizona's been beating us all freaking year. But Vegas, Golden Knights, very bad team. We got to edit our scouting assignment, though. I'm not too upset about that. The SHL, yeah, they got a lot of forwards, so we'll scout forwards for 3 weeks in the SHL. Then defensemen, Vegas, an 8-3 win. Oh, my God. 2-1 shootout loss. That's still a point. 46, 23, and 8. And apparently the first line's getting shut down a little bit. Panarin's now got 77 and 77. We got 100 points, though, on the season, guys. I'll take that. We're in the playoffs. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now it's just chasing down the 9 points behind the Calgary Flames that we are. I think we're just going to accept the fact that we are in second place in the division here with over 100 points. That Calgary Flames roster apparently is just so good. All right, so let's go ahead and simulate up to the end of the season here, because I don't foresee us catching, especially with that loss. We are not, they've won the division. I'm going to concede it, and here we go, limping into the playoffs. Oh, good, we beat Chicago. Thank God. All right, Goodbranson is available to play again. I will just have him substitute right in for Jordan Subban here. And Subban is done growing. He's hit the age of 27, and Goodbranson's now back up to an 80, so hopefully, there we go. We'll see some more wins, and let's win out the season, and nope. Edmonton and Connor McDavid have our number in the regular season, but oh my God, Goodbranson, stop being a bitch! Oh my God! Defensive defensemen hate life because they can't get points, but they're a defensive defenseman, so they should just worry about how they're playing defensively. Alright guys, I'm sorry for all the complaining, but it's just been a rough video. It was fun to start, and now it's rough. Anyway, let's slow down a little bit. Oh my God, Panarin took off. 80 points in 82, playing with Ehlers, who played 83 games this season, had 56 points. Good for Ehlers to see him take off since he got here. I'm really happy to see that. Bo Horvat up to an 87 as well. He's exact, so he's not going to grow much more, Bo Horvat. Yeah, so I'd really like to see some players get some more points on this team. Bo Horvat takes a lot of penalty minutes. Is he not disciplined? I guess not. He's not that disciplined. Evander Kane with 50, though. He had 28 goals. He was tied for the lead in goals with Panarin. There we go. Ehlers hit 21 and Granlund hit 20. Underwhelming season. Who had an underwhelming season? Virtanen and Gauntz, I guess. But Faksa, Soshnikov had a good season for us, having 26 points. Elias Pettersson with 27 points. DeLeon here with 27. Boucher with 29. He seems to have picked up an injury, but not too serious. Defensemen, D'Angelo and Shattenkirk, both great. I love to see offensive defensemen getting us a lot of points here, guys. Olevi Hutton. Pysyk is a +8. Goodbranson, 6 points, +1. I guess Goodbranson's not really performing at all for us. So we might need to go out and find ourselves another defenseman in free agency. Thatcher Demko, pulling the goal against average down. Save percentage going up slightly, but still I'd like to see better from him. But Markstrom, guys, absolutely crazy numbers for Markstrom right now. 933 and a sub-2 goal against average. If only he was our full-time starter. Alright, so entire league. I don't think the entire league is done yet, but I mean, nobody freaking catching. Holy shit! Alex Ovechkin had 74 goals? Oh my, 74 goals, 27 assists, and 101 points. Jesus, Ovi, chill. He's 36, still destroying the league. Oh my God, Ovi. Holy shit. Alright, Sagan with 118 points. Gurianov, just based on playing with Sagan, is going to do well. Jack Eichel and Sidney Crosby with 92. Tavares, Ben Hall with 90. Josh Hosang with 86. Barzal, Sprong, Tarasenko, Stamkos, Domi, and that ends the point per game players. Backstrom, Connor McDavid, Giroux, all with 80, and then we start to get down there. All right, so defenseman, Erik Karlsson had 73. Man, if D'Angelo, man, it's so close. D'Angelo almost has 67. He's so close to winning the league. The James Norris leading the league as defenseman points. And then we'll go ahead and go to 40 games. If you played over half the games, you're probably a starter. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. Pekka Rinne, hat off to you. Oh, God. Marc-Andre Fleury. Oh, man. I'm so sorry. He's 37, and they're still starting him in Vegas. They're holding on to every little thing they can. But Ben Bishop probably will win the Vezina, followed by Rinne, who was so damn close there for Pekka Rinne. Pretty much the same. More shutouts. Worse goal against average. Few less wins. Vasilevsky, Linus Soderstrom, Brian Elliott, Bobrovsky, Holtby, Parsons, Leonard, Talbot, Demko. See, I'd like to see Demko in that top 10 range. I know he's a top 15 goaltender, so he's above average, but still, I'd like to see him kind of climb to this Robin Lehner. I mean, 924, 235. That's pretty good in my opinion. So there we go, guys. Rookie skaters as well. Who did well as a rookie? Zboril, okay. Mikhail Ulanov. He was drafted in the 4th round by the Jets. This is probably why Ehlers wasn't getting any ice time. Timothy Liljegren finally made his NHL debut. Davison, all right, medium elite, drafted 1st overall this in 2021. All right. Rasmus Asplund there. Yeah, Kyler Yamamoto. Okay, not bad. All right. So there we go, guys. There is how the stats finished up. But, Jesus, Ovi still with 74 goals is not even fair. Oh, my God. All right, and we finished second with 104 points. I mean, nobody's catching the Calgary Flames at all. Reed Boucher, he's fully healed. He was already in there. He never left the... All right, and we will be going up against the Arizona Coyotes, and I think the Coyotes have had our number all season. So I hope that doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Let's see. We lost to the Coyotes 1-0. We lost to the Coyotes 2-0. We beat the Coyotes 2-1. Okay. And I think we might play them one more time. Did I miss one? No, it doesn't seem like I missed one. We beat them in the preseason, though. I might have missed one. I think I might have missed one. Hold on. 2-1 win. All right. 2-0 loss. A 4-2 win. Okay, so we split the season series with the Coyotes 2-2. But when we lost to them, we didn't score a goal. So this should be interesting. But there we go, guys. That is the end of the season. A pretty hectic video. A lot going on. But I definitely think this team is going to be better off, you know, in the future. We finally have a solid first line that will be together forever. Well, hopefully, as long as we can keep the players on their salaries. And we got ourselves Mark Pysyk, another defensive defenseman, who's pissing off Good Branson. But Good Branson's a little bitch. We know that anyway. He might go at the end of the season. Who knows? If he can regain his form for the playoffs, I'd love to see him play well for us. But we need him playing at a higher level than he is right now. Thatcher, gonna need you to step up, buddy. You had some average seasons. You're not an average goalie. You're an elite goalie, so start acting like it. But happy with how this team performed. Panarin, again, taken off with the addition of Ehlers. I'd love to see those 3 guys together for an entire season. But there we go, guys. That is the end of this one. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.